Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Bayonetta, and in the last episode, we fell in love with her all over again, and it got kind of hard to breathe to a certain point. I mean, whenever she's got, like, the moves that she has, I mean, it's kind of hard for anybody. Obviously, this game was meant to target a certain gender, and yeah, like, if the next woman that I date, if she isn't at least a little bit everything like Bayonetta, then it's just not gonna happen. If I don't meet Bayonetta, then I'm just gonna be single for the rest of my life. That is where I'm at with this game. Like, there is no other woman at this point. Nah, she's all right. I'd probably hang out with her. She probably gets lonely. She has to.
That bridge in these heels?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I don't suppose I can call a cab to get me to the island.
You can call me. I'll take you there.
Unidentified vehicle.
What kind of vehicle is that? Oh my goodness! What are you doing here? Oh my goodness! What an amazing woman! But anyway, that's where I'm at with this game. Love this game. If I ever find Bayonetta in real life, has anybody named their kid Bayonetta yet? Has anybody played this game and said, you know what? If I have a daughter, I'm gonna name it after her. But anyway, we're talking about sex in the last episode, and talking about how people are using it the wrong way, and I don't know. I can't remember what I said the other day talking about that stuff, but it had something to do with, oh, that was precious. It has something to do with not using it, but just appreciating it. You know, it's something magical that two people share versus a tool to get you farther in life. Even though if that's what you want to do with it, it's completely legitimate. Yes, it did.
What?
Yes, it did.
Hello there, Cheshire.
Oh my goodness! Keep your eyes on the road!
It seems your driving is on par with your journalism.
Excuse me?
I figured I'd beat you to the island, but the guards had another idea, didn't they?
I suppose.
It's not really my best plan, huh?
It happens.
You think you've got me figured out, don't you?
Yes, I do.
We journalists have to have some detective skills, you know? You're after a gemstone, and that stone has to be in the Ithoval Group building. I'm headed there too.
How odd. You seem to know where I'm going before I do.
That's questionable.
Yet you don't seem to know how to drive a car in a straight line.
Well, we all got our
a chauffeur?
Pros and cons.
Do you have any idea what prolonged walking in this salty air will do to my hair?
I know.
Well, I tend to use some product when I go to the beach.
Oh man. Yeah, I could probably be in their hair club. Probably.
Little one, get down! Put your foot down, Cheshire. I'll take care of our pest problem.
Wonderful.
But anyway, I'm just saying, if Bayonetta was real, I would love the life out of her.
I'm getting the distinct
There wouldn't be time for
impression
anything
I'm
else in my
not wanted
life.
on that
I would have to stop
But
making
I
videos. I would
love
stop
it when
playing
people
music,
play
and I would just
hard
devote
to get.
every ounce of my energy and my time to her. That is just where I'd be with that. So forgive me for setting some standards for myself. Anyway, all right, let's do this. Whoa! Oh, dude, any other time I would not have made that jump at all. At all, I would have been so far away from that angel. It's kind of hard to make some of these jumps. I mean, you would think, you know, it's just. I mean, it's not really hard. I mean, it's not too terribly hard, but I have missed these jumps before. That I can promise you that. I'm tougher than nails. I can promise you that. Step out of line and you'll get bitch slapped. Oh, no. Dang it. See what I mean? But then it just respawns you here. But you do lose some health. Which is very. Oh, come on! Now I can't. Dude, fine. You want to play that game? You want to play with me? I'll just go crow mode. I don't care. Oh, crow mode. No work. It doesn't work. Okay. We do this one at a time, okay? We will butterfly our way here. Oh, dude, how did that not give me a witch time? I was practically inside that guy. Here we go. All right. Just watch the little blue thing underneath your feet. That is obviously the way to do this. Dang freaking angels think they could come to my town. Oh! Ooh, did you see that? Yeah, that's right. You are dead. You are beyond dead, Mr. Angel. Mr. Chris Angel. What's he doing nowadays? I haven't seen that cat in forever. Last time I saw him, it was on his television show. Oh, speaking of television, dude, they're bringing Roseanne back. Can you believe it? That's the best news I've heard all year. And that is no joke, man. That is the best news. Oh, God, didn't even see you. I'm sorry. Yeah, the only problem about this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is you're actually fighting on a highway. And there's cars and trucks and murder. That's right. You just tried to take some damage from me, but it did not work, did it? You failed. You failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me. You kill her. There we go. Oh, whoa, 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 God. Oh, nice. I'm gonna save the torture attack for the other one. Whoop, 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 whoop. Tortured. That's horrible, though. What was that thing called? It's called some kind of donkey or something. I forget what it was called. There was a time in my life where I was into torture devices. Like I was trying to learn as much as about the what was it? Spanish, not Armada, but the Inquisition. Yeah, it was everything about the Inquisition. Like I was just wrapped up in because it blew my mind to try to understand that like that kind of violence and that amount of torture was legal back then. It's ridiculous to think about that, and I was just so wrapped up in all the different torture devices, and it was just horrifying to say the least. Why I was so into it. I think I know what the thumbnail's gonna be. Well, now this part is kind of tough, ladies and gentlemen. You want to keep a steady hand on the evade button, the right trigger. Firing your guns isn't really a big deal as much as dodging stuff is, so just keep that in mind. And the cool thing is, like, whenever you're about to hit something, as long as you hit evade before you hit it, you will actually negate any damage. Like, it won't hurt you, even if you clearly hit it. You know what I mean? Anyway, you can either spam either spam the X button, Y button, whatever, but make sure you evade under those things because you will get hit every single time. You cannot beat those. I don't think you can, or at least I don't think you can. It may be possible, it may not be possible. I don't know, but I always evade just for good measure. But yes, this right here. What we're doing right now. This is Trackmania in a nutshell. That game moves this fast. I didn't realize that. Oh, see, I didn't even see that. Trackmania. I'd finally got it downloaded on my Xbox One, ladies and gentlemen. And the only bad thing about it, I was under the impression that it was a racing game. Like, if you look at all the thumbnails or not the thumbnails. Oh, dude, I hit the right trigger. I know I hit the right trigger. If you look at all the, before we do this, do not take that ramp to the right. It puts you into oncoming traffic, and it's just not good news. But anyway, the game, Trackmania, it's fun. Like, it's a very fun racer. The tracks are only like 30 seconds long. So, I mean, it's really not a big ordeal playing that game, but it is pretty hard. However, I was under the impression, because from the looks of it, during the cover, like on the cover of the game, it's got like a bunch of race cars on like some insane tracks. Well, I was under the impression that this was a racing game. This is actually a time attack game, which is my least favorite kind of mode in racing games, is time attack. So I'm conflicted in playing that game of, this is amazing, I love these tracks, this is like Hot Wheels on steroids, I love it to death, but it's a time attack. You're not actually racing against anybody. And I'm sure online multiplayer, yeah, then that will be, obviously different tracks, or races, not time attacks. But just the entire campaign, as far as I know, is just time attack. So, I mean, if you're into that, it's fine. I'm like number 14 in Tennessee, which is pretty cool, I thought. They do like this whole system where like they don't do it by like the country. They do it by the country, and then they do it by the state, which I think is pretty cool. That's like the first game I've ever seen to actually do that. Normally, I don't see. I'm getting platinum on like all these, or well, some of these. And it was really cool, to be honest with you. Like I like that. I'm like, well, no, it does it by state, it is region, like North America, South America, Argentina, stuff like that. Region, and then state. But then I thought there was like another layer of like ranking position system. I don't know. I may have been seeing stuff. I don't know. The only bad thing about this is you're not full throttle all the time on this. Like you have to hold the you have to hold the stick forward to go into like super fast witch mode. No, this doesn't look like fun. This doesn't look like fun. Oh my god! Dude, there's no way my capture card's holding. There's no way. Oh jeez. Oh, where am I going? This a shortcut? Might be. Oh dude, I missed it completely. Oh, what is this? This is a shortcut? This is a shortcut. I've never been this way before in my life. Ever. It's a witch hut out here. Oh my god, how did I not see that? How did I never know about it? Dang off-ramps, dude. It's the first time I've ever seen that. I never knew that. What? That could not have been helped, I don't think. I have no idea. There's a little off-ramp right there that goes all the way to that. How about that? You learn something every day, ladies. Every day. Oh, what? My tire just barely hit the back tires of that truck, and that was horrible. Dude, I'm screwing up right now, big time. Well, he's going good. He's getting platinum on everything, and now we're gonna get like negative platinum. Whoa! Yeah, I figured that was coming. See, it doesn't really bother me anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I've just come to expect it now, you know. But I'm pretty sure it's a router thing. Pretty sure. One of my friends online, I think he's one of my subscribers too. He wanted me to play Black. Oh, I should have saw that. He wanted me to play Black Ops with him, Black Ops 2, and I wanted to play with him. It's not. Whenever somebody asks me to play some game with them, and I have some excuse as to why I don't, that is exactly what it is. It's a legitimate excuse. Like, my Xbox is jacked up. It's hard to get into a game when you get disconnected from Xbox Live every 30 minutes. You cannot successfully play Black Ops like that. I mean, you can, but just imagine like if we were playing zombies or something, you know, and zombies last for anywhere between 30 minutes to 7 hours, you know, depending on how good and how lucky you get in the game. Oh, jeez. You know what I mean? So there's no way that would have been feasible, but I really did want to play with him. I wanted to play with him so bad. Because, like, I never play with my subscribers, and I want to. I want to play with those guys. I like these guys. I mean, these guys, they give me reason to live, man. I'm having fun. Like, they literally breathe new life into old games for me. And it's wonderful. And then I can just, like, share it with them. You know? So, I mean, I like to let them know that I appreciate them, but, like, when I can't play with them and they ask me to, it really bugs me because it's always something. You know, I'm either uploading or something like this happens. Now, this time you have to go this way, ladies and gentlemen. No two ways about it. But anyway. That was just, I really, oh god. Oh, I missed that. Surprised me I didn't. I just really wanted to play Black Ops with him too. Because I've never played Black Ops online. I may have got to rank 10, that's about it. Just to get that achievement, and I stopped playing because I mean, I can't get down with it, to be honest with you. Once you do it, you know, 10 years in a row.
Crap.
Oh, this doesn't look like fun.
For fuck's sake, that's overdoing it.
I guess.
Right! Turn right! Get off the road!
It's like a woman driver right there telling me what to do. Oh my goodness, what is this? What is this? It's like a meteor kick.
I know you don't want me here, but you really could have been more subtle about it.
Oh my god. Hello. Who are these guys? Looks like the same people we were fighting. Maybe a little different. Braves. How are they doing this year? They're in the World Series, aren't they? Or they're not? I don't know. Oh my god. Dude, these guys are fast, man. Oh, and we can't go into witch time because we're already in witch time. Okay. I'm trying to negate that damage. How's that make you feel? Dude, I can't tell who's hitting me right now, to be honest with you. One thing that does bother me, though, about this Xbox thing is, like, there is, like, 2 or 3 games that are, like, strictly onlineable that, you know, like, I had people that were wanting to play with me and whatnot. You want to hurry and kill these guys, ladies and gentlemen, because what they do is they combobulate themselves into one being, and they're really... Well, he's not really hard to kill, but it's a... I'm pretty sure they've got to have all 3 parts, though. So, like, when you kill one of them, it really... They're not able to... Maybe not health, or whatever that is. Whoa! But anyway, it was just, Payday 2. Man, I wanted to... That is the one game that really bugs me, because... I was trying to find time to get back into that game because I'm really high level in Payday 2. But now that this is happening, man, it's just disappointing. It's just disappointing. Man, I really wanted, like, I love Payday 2, and now that my Xbox is screwing up, like, how would you feel if we could finally get into a match, and then, like, we're halfway through it, and then I just get kicked off. And whenever you lose a member of a crew, it becomes it's detrimental to the mission. Like, you pretty much have to have a full crew anytime you play Payday 2. I mean, you do have your AI there, and they do help, but it's not the same as having somebody who knows what they're doing. But I haven't played that game so long, I have to get back into it. But anyway, that's okay. That is okay. So hopefully, no, God. Why am I going for the hard ones? I don't know. Oh, got him that time. Heck yeah. Anyway. But anyway, yeah, Payday. I was a big fan of Payday 2. Still am. I just wish I could. Dude, I'm probably gonna contact AT&T today. I didn't do it yesterday because I don't know if they're there on the weekends. But I'm probably just gonna recontact somebody on customer service. Say, hey, the last person said I was available for an upgrade. Can I please get the specs on the new router? And just just get it worked out, man. Ooh, this looks like fun. We're almost done with this game. We got, let's see, which is it, chapter 8, chapter 9? There's 15 chapters in this game. So we probably got another, maybe Friday. And I decided yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm not going to do a Let's Play in between this game and Battlefront 2. I mean, I could do Catherine. Literally, I could probably do it in one day. Well, 2 days. Probably 2 days. But by then, Battlefront would already be out, so... For all I'm going to do is I'm going to not do one for until Battlefront comes out. And I guess whatever day... What day is the 17th? I'm pretty sure that's when it comes out. I've only looked it up 15.
Jesus. This is...
It's beautiful. It's beautiful is what it is. It's beautiful like you. It doesn't even match... It doesn't match your beauty, but it is beautiful. See, my biggest problem is women don't take me seriously when I say stuff like that, but I literally mean what I say. I haven't lied to anybody in a very long time, I don't think. Well, no, I'll take that back. I lied to Derek once, a couple days ago, but it was over something stupid. It wasn't. It had nothing to do with nothing. All right, Battlefront. Oh, but Sam, little white lies are just as bad as the real ones. Yeah, I know, but like no one died over this, so I think it's okay. Battlefront 2 release date. It is November 17th, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. Listen. No. What? Yes. Okay. So now we go to our handy-dandy calendar and figure... I hate to do this on screen, man. Or, my recording, it stops the video. Alright. The 17th is a Friday. It's a Friday. That's wonderful. That's peaches. Now I don't have to, like, rearrange my schedule and do it on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday morning. I can just go pick it up, well, I guess I could go to the midnight release, I suppose. What's this? Giant clock face. We saw that at the beginning of the game, didn't we? Oh, well, we don't need that. Let's just go ahead and boop, boop, doop, boop, boop. Just like that. And over here, there's a, thing. Now, there is an Alfheim here. There wasn't one on the last one, obviously, because there's no way to jump off the thing. But there is one here, ladies and gentlemen. I do remember that. Now, if you remember this, this is like the beginning of the game. We were here before. We were here. Or we were already here. But they've recycled it in such a way. Now, anytime you see something like this is a crumbling wall. You can actually damage this thing enough, and there you go. There's your little Alfheim. Let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully it's not anything too crazy, stupid, ridiculous. Dude, I love that Panther mode. I can't tell you. Like, that Panther mode allows you to run this out-of-body battle. Oh, this one sucks. Oh, my God. Let me try. Oh, man. How did I... There was a way to do this. I'm trying to remember. I remember having trouble with this, and I looked it up, and it was something simple. Like, all you had to do was just, like, one thing, but I don't remember what it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out of body, and I'm just going to... Let's see, there we go. We've already lost him. Excuse me. Excuse me. Anyway, I feel like it had something to do with magic. I don't know that for a fact, though. Probably just engage witch time as much as you possibly can, and that was the thing. Just make sure like these guys stay far away, or keep them off as best you can of these guys, and save your torture tank for the big guy. I don't remember. It was something simple though. It was like either a piece of equipment or something. I don't remember. Dude, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, I can't remember. It was something simple, but it was... I can't remember what it was. It's like all you had to do was like one little thing, and... See, like you have to do it out of body. I was thinking maybe there was like a bit of a... Like a little bit of a thing that you could do that would... Oh, wow. Still hit him? That's a bunch of bull. Or still hit me, rather. But I don't remember. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm trying to keep this guy or keep my body in the corner. And keep them as far away from him as I can. Or, well, as I can. I don't know how successful. Oh, what? Come on. You were aiming at me, not at the other me. Maybe the bullets. Maybe it was shooting. That was the best way to do it. Shooting and yeah, that might be it. I think about it. Shooting may have been the way to do it, but I don't remember. That's the thing. I knew it was something. I wonder if you just have to keep your body safe. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. My bad. I wonder if you just had to keep your body safe for the time limit, or like just killing everybody was the way to go. I don't know. It's been a long time in the desert, man. Let me tell you. You stay away from that body. It's my body. Dude, as long as they would just... Oh, I remember what it was. Oh, yes. I remember. Dude. But you have to have a piece of equipment. That's what it is. You had to have a piece of equipment. I mean, I could do it now, but it's not. It's easier done with the gaze of despair, ladies and gentlemen. That just about hit me. What you do is you have to taunt the enemies. That's what you have to do. I remember it now. Like it was something that simple, you know. Like you equip the gaze of despair, and it automatically taunts the enemies. And what that does is it makes them come to you, and you can literally just leave your body, like, you don't have to worry about it. Your body's fine. But yeah, that's what it was. That was good. So if we don't do it this time, ladies and gentlemen, that is definitely how you do it. Just go ahead and save up your halos and just buy the Gaze of Despair, and that'll be it. But this is probably the last guy. It's kind of slowing down, you know. All right. So anyway, I guess you can do it legitimately, but buy the Gaze of Despair, because that was I knew it was something, but I could not remember. Like that's the thing about those items that you can buy and you can equip. Like there's little things like that it does in this game that makes it a world easier. But you know, I don't. Well, since we don't have the gaze of despair, there's really, I couldn't really show that off. But what it does is like, once you have it equipped, it automatically taunts them, and they automatically get enraged. And what they do is they just completely ignore your other body, and they just come straight for you. So it's no problem, right? Like, it's not a problem at all. So that's definitely the easy way to do that. All right, what's up, my peoples? How you doing? You gonna get killed. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today, and I don't think I deserved that this time, by the way. I don't think I was deserving of that at all. Oh my god, dude. Just got the combos, man. I wonder how many megatons you can get on that, what do you call that? If you call it, it cuts people's heads off, I forget. Oh, he just killed his own friend. Good job. Give me that key. That key is mine, girl. Anyway. What do you call that? I forget what it is. What's its name? How would I forget the name of that? It's that thing. It's guillotine. Yeah, there you go. Guillotine. Yeah. Dang, I'm not French, man, but I try to learn French as much as I can. Every time, see, check this out. Oui. Yeah, do you hear that? I can speak French. Oui. Word. There we go. So this is kind of confusing. The first time I tried to walk up this thing, I was going in the same direction that it was like tilting. So I was literally going nowhere fast. Like, I could not move. I was staying in the same spot, pretty much. And I was thinking, what am I doing wrong? And I just turned around and I'm like, oh, you gotta go the other way. But anyway. Oh, gee. I should have saw that coming. But I didn't. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm not here to sit and complain about, oh, I'm not getting enough views. I just feel like Bayonetta would have been super popular, you know. And I can't help but wonder, it's like, it's not the game, Sam, it's you. I don't know, I like this game. It's a very fun game. Let's see if we find this. Hey, what's up, baby? What you doing? Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. But anyway. I looked up that, well, yeah, I guess kind of. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to be in a band a long time ago, or last year. Wasn't like super long ago, but last year I was in a band, and things didn't work out, unfortunately, mainly because I had to work Monday mornings, and the only time that they could practice was Sunday night. That's one of the main reasons why it didn't work out. Another reason would be I didn't practice the music like I should have. Oh, God, dude, oh, come on. There we go. But, you know, I did the best I could. Like I said, I have a problem retaining information. It takes me a long time to remember stuff. But I don't, like I said, I don't like to make excuses for myself. I could have practiced the music more, and I didn't. But that's beside the point. But the biggest problem was I did have to work Monday mornings back then. That's back when I was working stock. Well, I am still working stock, but not grocery stock in the morning. But anyway, so I was looking them up, and, you know, they've got almost 1,000 Facebook likes, and they made a music video, and I mean, they did it all themselves, which, that's fine. You know, it looks good. But one of the songs that they were, or the song that the music video that they did was of a song that I helped write, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, a lot of people be like, "Oh my gosh, Sam, like, you should totally get the rights to that because you like help write it." It's like, look, man, I realize that that's what the music industry rolls. Okay, now there's going to be another Alfheim. I'm pretty sure there's another Alfheim here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Okay, just remind me to come back here. I'm thinking there might be something else later. But anyway, I just thought it's pretty cool. That songs they were doing was one that I remember being in that practice room helping them write. So, oh gosh. Okay, now a good idea for this, ladies and gentlemen, is not to do every chest. Oh my God. Is not to open up every chest at once, but because I'm young and reckless, I'm just going to do it. I don't care. Oh, I see that crow over there. I'll remember you. Oh, jeez. Good God, y'all. Whoa. Yeah. What is it? And that's exactly why you don't open up this gate. should be all of them. However, we're now at a bit of a problem right now. Because we got all these dudes. Just don't open all these at one time. Just don't be dumb like me. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Oh god. Not cool. Not cool, game. Not cool. Well, the political thing about this is, like, angels can attack other angels. Like, if they get in the way, like crossfire, you know? Which is nice. I mean, I like that. I hate it when games are unfair and your enemies are able to, not hurt each other, but you're able to, like, hurt your own friends if you have friends. You know what I mean? Sometimes games do that. Sometimes. But anyway. I know I'm going against what I was preaching in the early episodes about killing, you know, finishing off people. I should be attacking this blue guy right now. Whoa! Dude, I hit him before he could hit me. Nice. Oh, you will try, my little furry friend. Jump. Oh, jeez. Dude, how did I dodge that? I mean, I didn't dodge that at all whatsoever. But I'll take it. I will take it. I don't know how he missed me. That's probably the first time any one of those guys ever missed me. Normally, they'd come to me like some kind of homing rocket from outer space, you know, and they're able to hit me no matter what. Oh, you're ready to dodge. Oh. There you go. Just get a bunch of bullets right in your mouth, dude. Ugh. All right. And be careful. That guy's still dropping down. Exactly. He's still... the giant ball is still falling. Get that thing right now! Dude. Did I get it? I did! Haha! Yes! Dang right I did. Okay, now I'm thinking there's an Alphine back here. I remember having to go backwards at some point. Oh, well, never mind. Definitely not there. Definitely not there. Alright. Oh, look, health. Where were you a couple years ago? Anyway. You know, I've yet to have anybody tell me, Sam, you've made me want to go buy this game. You know what I mean? It's never been like, dude, I love your Let's Play. It's always like, yeah, I love your Let's Play and, you know, this and that. And, you know, like, while I'm appreciative of that, I've never actually had anyone tell me that I've influenced them to actually go buy a game that I Let's Play. No one's ever said, like, oh, man, I was on the fence about this game, and then I saw you play, and it looks like a lot of fun. I'm going to go buy it, man. No one's ever said that. And I would like for... I wish Bayonetta would be the first one. Like, oh, yeah, I saw him play Bayonetta. That'd be nice. I mean, I can understand a game like Guitar Hero, because some people are better at games like that than other people. And I guess that could be the same thing said about Bayonetta. Some people are better at the... you know, beat 'em up. Well, this isn't really beat. Well, it is kind of beat 'em up. Kinship. These guys, I had a really hard time fighting these the first time. I couldn't understand that I had to get on the ship, dodge, and I missed everything. So go ahead and just jump. Oh my God, I missed. I'm dead. Bayonetta is dead. All right, let's go. Whoa, and there we go. Alright, you just be sure to dodge, man. Okay, I'm just screwing this up big time. Just be sure to dodge as much as humanly possible. The other guy's gonna be throwing missiles at you. He is. He will be. Alright, we got it. Where's the next one? Oh god, no, you suck. Right. No, don't you run away from... Oh, I just killed myself. Oh, jeez. I got it. If I said somehow I'm able to kill this guy now, that'll be a first time for everything. No health whatsoever. I can do this. He's dead. I win. I already freaking win. The samurai sword was too much to handle. Pretty little thing, let me light your candle, cause mama, I'm sure on the handle. Alright. Now, I missed this. And it's very easily missed because you can just barely see it. There is an Alphine here, and it is extremely far away, and you have to have the crow to reach it. But I'm hoping it's out here. Yeah, you can see it out there right now. Alright, kinship. See that? Do you know how hard it is to see that? First time flying through this game. So I guess go Panther mode. Double jump, and then go crow mode. And there you go. Now, me personally, this is a ridiculous example of Alphines, but I mean, that's if anybody ever missed one, it's probably that one. Because it's so far away. So far away. Angels, atomic sparks can do. Oh, Sean, what are you doing here? My goodness. I forgot she was in an outfit. But just stay right on top of her. She only has 1 health bar. I mean, later she'll have more health bars. But it's like, whoa, I know what dogs. I'm dodging those. I know I am. All right. Whoa. Unfortunately, she can block all your stuff, so bear that in mind. Like, if you ever want to shoot this woman, it's not going to work. But unfortunately, can't go to Witch Time either, and that would make sense not being able to go into Witch Time against John, however you say her name. That would make sense because she's a witch too, which means she would just be able to instantly counter that. Oh god, 2 of them. Oh god, I missed it. Yeah, she just killed me, I think. Oh, I got her. Heck yeah. Sometimes there's 2 and it sneaks up on you. It never says there's gonna be 2 counters. It's just gonna pop up and be like, "Baga," in your face. But anyway, give me that witch heart. I'll take it. But anyway. I like that. Yeah, we gotta fight Jean, I think, 2 more times in this game. But, I mean, she's been there. It's not out of the realm of I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's not out of the realm of possibilities that we would have to fight her again because she's literally been here this entire time. Literally. And I just figured that out. You can run through objects in Panther mode. Didn't know that. Didn't even almost know that. Didn't even almost come close to knowing that. I was 1,000 miles away again. Alright, now there's an achievement related to this right here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're able to destroy all these tentacles in one fall, you will be granted with an achievement. Now, it's not too terribly hard. The only thing you have to keep in mind, if you're going too fast, you can like shoot your guns to slow you down. Like, you can do this just straight falling in one time, but the problem is, you know, sometimes you'll get out of whack. Like right then, I probably wouldn't have made that. But just shoot your guns, but you have to kind of aim ahead, like where the tentacle is going to be. That's the only hard part with this. It's not too terribly bad, but just kind of linger, wait for him to do that. The ability to linger is the lifesaver on this achievement. It'll be very difficult to just kind of just fall through it, no problem. And there you go. Would have gotten an achievement right there. So, oh, you suck! I knew they were gonna be there. I knew they were gonna be there, but I didn't know when or how. Didn't know if it was gonna give me a second to like get my bearings, and then they were gonna spawn, or if it was just gonna spawn on top of me, and they just did it right on top of me. And for some reason, that attack reminds me so much of Darksiders, and I don't know why, because there's nothing like that in Darksiders. Just, well, I mean, kind of, but not. I don't think. I don't really remember. It's pretty good witch time, if I just say so myself. Very long witch time, too. I don't know what really dictates the length of witch times, exactly. Like, I don't know. I'm going to get her health down most of the way, and then I'm going to go super death, sexy combo. That way I can kill her with it. Just try to run away. You can't escape Bayonetta's whip. Somebody put that on Twitter. Hashtag Bayonetta's whip. Can't escape it. Anyway. Alright. That was fun. Alright, now there is going to be an alpha. Or I think it's either a chest or an alpha. Whoa, hello. Totally forgot that guy was there. Now what you want to do is you want to jump past this. You want to jump through that. I know it's kind of trippy and it's awkward, but you want to jump through that. Come right over here. There you go. Another piece of that thing. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. What's interesting, though, ladies and gentlemen, is you can go... Oh, hello. Like, you can go so long without playing a game, but the moment you get back into that area of the game, you automatically remember everything about that area. At least that's the way I've always been. I'm sure a lot of people share that. Now, you want to be careful with this because there's that little gap in it, and you will accidentally fall through if you're not careful. Now, this guy is going to continue to be a jerk, so just jump through it. Oh God, not like that. Just don't get overzealous like me. and she got turned to a pancake, and that's adorable. I like a game that can kind of laugh at itself by doing stuff like that. It's funny. And there we go. All right, let's jump around and somehow dodge these ghost snakes, these wind snakes, whatever they're called. It was raining like cats and dogs this morning, Legion. Was it raining there at your house? Probably, maybe. Okay, that is in the game or what? Yeah, it's in the game. Thinking like this really woo 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 sound. I thought, oh, is that time already? Cult device, golem. I always liked that word golem. I don't know why, because it just seemed like something that was really strong. I don't know. This guy, he kind of sucks, especially when, oh yeah, especially when he throws tornadoes at you. It sucks. Oh, that was cheating. You saw what he just did, right? He went crow mode and then he clipped behind the thing. That was a bit of a jerk move, game. Oh, dude, there we go. So anyway, just wait for him to attack. Like, which time is really the way to do this guy? Any other time, it's kind of tough. Unless you have that one device that automatically pretty much teleports you to whatever you're attacking's location. It's kind of hard to target this little ball just like right out. Kinda, sometimes not really, but kinda, you know, kinda, but not really. You know the kind. But anyway, just kind of, just be sure to dodge. Just go into which time, and it won't be nothing. This guy's no problem. It is pretty funny though, his climax. Or her climax. Or her climax probably looks sexy, but that's psycho. It does the whole volleyball thing. Oh! He missed. And it just unloads on it. Punches from all different directions. And there you go. That's how you defeat Golem. I'm thinking I could probably go back to hard difficulty now. Now that I got the katana, I think I could. Grab that bird. Give me that bird. Got it. All right. Another Tears of Blood. I have no idea what that is. That's got to be the. Yeah, that's my fourth heart, right? Maybe. Yes, it is. All right. So I really like this place. I'm into galaxy stuff. I like stuff about the universe, like black holes and supernovas and stuff like that. I'm into stuff like that. But so anytime that space is portrayed in video games, I'm usually interested. And the fact that we're just out here floating in abyss, or not abyss per se, but hang on, sir. Let me jog my memory here and think if there's an Alfheim back there. I don't think there is, but it wouldn't hurt to check. Anytime a game gives you the option to go backwards, there's usually something to gain. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back as far as I can. And just break on through to the other side. Oh, I think I screwed up big time here. Yep, did. Oh, hey, there we go. It got me back there anyway. Yep, there it is. Dang right. I knew there was one you had to go all the way back for. Knew it. But anyway, I thank you for watching. Oh my god, we're 4. Yeah, we're doing this in the next one. Thank you for watching. Keep it real. I'll see you in just a second. Keep it real and peace.